From the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts, Charter Communications and Charter TV3 proudly present live coverage of ECHL hockey. Tonight, the South Carolina Stingrays take on the Worcester Railers in this great Friday night hockey event. Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the DCU Center. Kevin Shea alongside of Eric Lindquist, and Railers playing some great hockey. This 11-game homestand coming to a close this weekend, but points in 6 straight, and they're moving up in the standings. This is a tough team, though, they face here tonight.
Yeah, South Carolina, their first and only visit to the DCU Center this season, Kevin. They rank first overall in team defense, first on the penalty kill, and tonight the Railers will be without Matty Gaudreau, receiving a recall for the Bridgeport Sound Tigers yesterday. Railers will have their hands full here tonight if they want to make it 7 straight games with a point.
Playing a little short-handed, but that doesn't matter. We're back with the Railers and the Stingrays right after this.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Charter TV3 and UMass Memorial Healthcare have teamed up to bring you the latest news and trends in healthcare. Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare, brings you the healthcare topics that are important to you. From stroke prevention to allergies, skincare to sports injury prevention, and nutrition to pregnancy, Health Watch at UMass Memorial Healthcare informs you on the issues that affect you on a daily basis. Health Watch on Charter TV3. For extended interviews with UMass Memorial Healthcare experts, log on to our website.
Local sports have a unique way of bringing families together, bringing generations together, bringing neighbors together. In Central Mass, you have families that have been here for years, and you have grandparents that played at a certain high school, and they're watching their grandson or granddaughter play at their same high school. And there's something real special about that. Everyone comes out on a Friday night for football or to support the basketball team or the softball team, and everyone wants to support their team, and everyone feels, whether or not they have a son or daughter playing, or even if they don't know anyone on the roster, they come out because they went to school there or they're from that town. And for us to be able to cover that is really unique, really special, and really gratifying.
We'll run into people all the time, whether they're home from college or they're visiting family and they don't live in the area anymore, or they'll say, hey, how's my team doing? How are these guys going to be this year? And so people remember where they came from. They remember their high schools. They remember their playing days. And
if you were from here, you know how unique and how special it is that you can get coverage of your high school and your college.
we have a bond with the community. They appreciate us, we appreciate them. To hear people cheer for you when you show up, because you're just there covering the game. We're not the game, but it's cool.
I've had people tell me that we brought high school sports to a whole new level in Central Mass because of the way we cover high school sports and cover them like they're professional athletes.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts. Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3.
All right, here we go. Great job by the Sutton Middle School chorus, giving us the national anthem. And Kevin Shea, Eric Lindquist. Eric was just getting things going earlier with the radio broadcast and the pregame show. And as Eric mentioned, Yannick Turcotte and Marcus Perrier in the starting lineup. So we could have some fireworks right off the hop.
Yeah, we're
right here.
Hoping for Trevor Gillies tonight, but
one of the all-time greats.
Yes.
Here's your goalies. Mitch Gillum with a .904 save percentage, a goals against average of 2.64, getting the start for the Worcester Railers. And Parker Milner, a two-time national champion with Boston College, was MVP of the NCAA tournament one year, the Frozen Four MVP.
In the other goal for the South Carolina Stingrays, Turcotte's warming it up right now.
He is. Although he's not going to line up next to Perrier.
That stinks that they're not next to each other.
Yeah.
Staring at him, but
yes.
Rather they were just right next to each other for the opening faceoff. But as you mentioned, Eric, in the open, points in 6 straight for the Worcester Railers. They have played great hockey during this homestand, and they've done it every which way. You know, you've had some big wins and some wins. You had comfortable leads. You had wins you came from behind the other night, pulling the goalie, scoring late, and then winning in overtime, getting 2 points out of that.
It's been a little something for everyone. We saw some rough stuff against Brampton last Saturday, 3 fights in the second period. They've had terrific goaltending, great special teams, but timely goals have been the case as we take a look at Jamie Russell behind the Railers bench.
First year, Jamie Russell, first year with the team, obviously first year for the club, but he's done a great job of assembling this club too as the coach and the general manager too.
Back-to-back icings here against the Worcester Railers. Again, the first and only visit of the season between the Stingrays and the Railers. Worcester will not go down to South Carolina, unfortunately. I was looking forward to when the schedule came out. Charleston.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Never been.
Get down there.
Instead, the Railers go to Wheeling, West Virginia several times. I do enjoy that trip, but it's no Charleston, South Carolina.
No, it's a different scene.
TJ Seiner has 4 assists in his last 2 games. He started to pick things up offensively. Along the wall, the puck goes, and it squirts out through center. Roberto will leave there for Perrier, and he'll clear the puck in as the Stingrays get their first line change. Right to left, the Railers skate. Eric Lindquist alongside Kevin Shea, the third of 4 games on Charter TV3 this year. Worcester Railers ECHL hockey. Railers 0 for 2 on TV this year.
We need to change that around tonight. Get a victory.
Near side wall, Barry Almeida, a teammate of Milner at Boston College. And it's funny because Barry's scored a big goal against John Muse in Wednesday night's game. Muse was a part of that Boston College Eagles team as well. So back-to-back Eagles in net against the Railers, as Milner's got fantastic numbers, third in the ECHL in goals against average. The Stingrays overall the best defensive squad in the entire league. Tough to score goals against South Carolina. Let's see what Worcester can do as Lankow out there with Saraceno and Almeida. Barry goes off for a change. No, he did not. He stayed on the ice. Hudson looked like he was going to come on. Now Simonelli over the line, leaves it for Regali. His drive deflected wide. Puck came in front and a score. Stephen Whitney out of Reading, Massachusetts, a former BC Eagle as well. Off the end wall and chipped it top shelf past Mitch Gillum. And at $1:52, the Stingrays have a lucky bounce and an early lead.
Yeah, and it's Whitney just taking advantage of that lucky bounce. The one-timer, you mentioned Massachusetts native too. So, and there's a lot of guys on this team from Massachusetts. Whitney, you said from Reading. So, you know, these guys are excited about coming back and being able to play in front of family and friends, and had a tremendous career, Whitney did, with Boston College. Played in the AHL too for a little bit too, but that's just a fortuitous bounce.
Whitney, his 15th goal, and 23 goals last year for the Norfolk Admirals. He won a championship with Boston College in 2012. Whitney, not the largest of players, 5'7", 162 pounds.
You know, you're looking at Justin Harmonic, and he's a big boy out there at 6'4" and 210 for the Railers.
Hammy scored his second goal in his 135th ECHL game in the final 2 minutes of the third period on Wednesday night to force overtime. It was a shot from the right point that broke through goaltender John Muse. A goal that Muse would like to have back, but Hamonic, well, he said he's already put that goal behind him. It was another day at the office.
Hamonic plus 10 leads the club in plus minus.
Connor Doherty out of Holden, Massachusetts, ahead along the near side at Achera. Railers skating right to left, trailing 1-0. Whitney getting the score for South Carolina.
Doherty adding a physical presence to this lineup, but he's had some big hits recently, and he's had to answer the call too, a couple fights, which doesn't make his mom happy. She doesn't like, just that she might have to start watching the games from home.
Well, then she'd have to listen to either you or I, Kev.
That's a good point.
She would then quickly come right back to the DCU Center. Calabrese getting his first shift as a member of the Worcester Railers. He was picked up via the waiver wire from Allen in the Western Conference. The Allen Americans, the former ECHL affiliate of the Worcester Sharks. Shot from the right side by Hughes, broke wide of Gillam's net as tied up at the side of the crease. There was Marcus Perrier out of Bowling Green State. Perrier leads the Stingrays in penalty minutes. Here comes Thomas Kelly in over the line. A low shot and a right pad save there by Milner. That's Kelly out of BU, Milner out of BC. Those teams generally come together during the Bean Pot.
They do. Not this year, though. It's Northeastern spoiling the party for the BC Eagles.
Yeah, Huskies looking for their first since 1988.
Good to see Northeastern in the finals, though. It's good for the Bean Pot. A lot of Hockey East alums on both of these teams.
Right to left, here comes Kyle Mackenzie out of Providence College, out of that Hockey East that you mentioned. Saraceno out there as well with Almeida. Bukaboom on defense with Mackenzie. Saraceno, he's been hot of late, 10 points in his last 9 games, the national champion with Providence College. Teammate of Kyle Mackenzie. Mackenzie, right corner, got tripped up. We did not have a single penalty called on Wednesday night. It was just the 10th time in ECHL history and the first time in Worcester Pro Hockey history a game ended without a single penalty, as we have a puck out of play deep in the South Carolina zone.
Yeah, crazy to think the Railers in that one too, with the first period, just one shot on net in the first period. So that was a strange game for sure. Jamie Russell too coached at Providence. You mentioned about Providence and the national title, and Jamie Russell, a former coach of that, assistant coach with the Providence Friars, and was part of that national championship squad.
He was not coaching that squad. He had gone the year before, but he had put a lot of the players.
Yeah, he helped recruit a lot of those guys there.
4.5 minutes gone in the first period. The Stingrays have a 1-0 lead. Woody Hudson, Frankie DeCera, and Jeff Kubiak. Kubiak has been warm for the Railers of late. He's got 6 points in his last 4 games, including 3 goals for Jeff Kubiak, who's under a Bridgeport Sound Tigers contract. Matty Goudreau recalled yesterday by Bridgeport, joining Cornell and Jones. And we get a whistle and an icing called here against South Carolina with 4:54 gone in the first period.
Well, the Railers have had a lot of guys recalled this year, and I think it's good certainly for the morale of the team too. When you see guys and you see a regular stream of guys getting called up to the AHL, they know that if you're going to play well, you're going to get a shot. You look at Brian Bowen, number 11 out there for Worcester on the wing, out of Littleton, Massachusetts. He played at the University of Vermont. Big kid, 6 foot, 225.
And a quick shot there by Bowen, clubbed by Milner. And, you know, minus myself, you might have the best hockey flow on this hockey team.
It's good that you said minus yourself, because certainly folks watching the open of our broadcast know that you've got it locked right now.
Greasy.
You got it locked down.
Greasy. That is not a good look.
Looking like you're out of the Western Hockey League. That's a good Western. You have a good Western Hockey League look right now.
Yeah, I have some sort of look going. I just got a haircut too got a haircut on Tuesday afternoon. That was on Monday afternoon. I had someone come up to me and give me $1. They thought I was homeless. I'm all right, I'm gonna get a haircut.
Took it. He took it, went to McDonald's, got something from the value meal.
A McChicken.
Yep.
You gotta get the hot mustard sauce with though.
Oh, see, I've never called for that
in
McDonald's.
Oh, the hot mustard on the McChicken sandwich. Golden.
That's a good call.
Ask Big Mike. Railers Director of Memberships Extraordinaire loves McDonald's and the Outback and Arby's and Wendy's and Dairy Queen, among others.
It's not to like.
Bowen will clear the puck out. Shots are 5-3 South Carolina. The Stingrays have won 5 of their last 6 games. And Kev, this team made it to the Kelly Cup Finals last year. We have a penalty upcoming to Worcester. And Calabrese will go off in his first game. And as I was talking about South Carolina, they lost to Colorado Eagles in the finals. But Stingrays have 15 returning players from that squad as we look at Calabrese getting the arm out for the holds.
Yeah, SUNY Plattsburgh, Calabrese. Played with in his college days. He's been in the ECHL, the Southern Professional Hockey League as well.
Grew up with Matty Goudreau.
Yeah, this is a group, though, as you mentioned, that has had success. And certainly last year, you get to the finals. Lost to Colorado.
They won 3 championships since their inception in 1993. They have 959 wins in the ECHL in South Carolina. They generally find a way to win games, and you know, part of it, Kevin, is recruiting. As Gillum made a save, the puck came out of his glove.
Yeah, I know. And he made a great save, by the way.
Yeah.
Because that was a big time bid. I think it was Whitney who went upstairs again. Whitney looked for that same corner that he got, short side up top. Gillum just gloved it, and then all of a sudden it was loose,
popped out
3 feet in front of him.
But you know, a big part of ECHL and winning is recruiting. It's not tough to recruit players to go down and play in Charleston, South Carolina.
No, that's the thing. When you're looking at the weather, and great weather, you know, going to the practice rink in flip-flops and shorts.
Southern hospitality.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's a lot to like about playing down there.
Hughes can't keep the puck in. He spent a lot of time with Hartford, 4 years with the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I remember him. I saw the name right away, went to the buyouts. I said, now that guy, he's familiar to me.
Now a penalty here against the Stingrays. So after not seeing a single penalty called on Wednesday night, we got back-to-back here in the first. Whitney, the guilty party. First, it was Calabrese. Little hook right here.
Yep.
A little hook.
Yeah, it's a touch foul. Worcester will take it, but that's a touch foul right there.
Should also mention Big Mike likes Chick-fil-A. That was the pregame meal tonight.
Outstanding.
I grabbed a chicken sandwich.
By the time I got here, it was gone. So the face-off coming to the right of Parker Milner.
Sean Grady,
I heard, took down about 8 sandwiches.
He came out of the press room. I thought I saw 3 chicken sandwiches in his pants.
He's a guy who knows, like a squirrel, how to store up for the winter. Good job by the Railers to break that one up in front as we skate 4-on-4. Oh, another bid.
Yeah, puck was turned over right in front. And that try came from Marganeri. Dylan Marganeri out of Minnesota State. Railers trailing 1-0. 4-on-4. We skate 12:53 to go here in period number 1.
Worcester will get a change. South Carolina gains the red line. Dumps it in.
Gilly will settle things back behind his Etley for Ben Masella. Masella out of St. Lawrence University. That's where Mike Munda played college hockey.
That's right. Mutter played hockey and baseball at St. Lawrence. A dual threat.
Ooh, Almeida.
Beautiful bid in front.
Stole the puck briefly, trying to score against Milner, and then the puck fired out of play with 12:20 remaining. Worcester on a 54-second power play. Trailing 1-0 here in the first period.
Almeida had a couple chances the other night. A couple good opportunities late in the second period of that game, and almost had a golden opportunity right there.
Chris Lankow, former South Carolina Stingray, will dig in the face-off dot. The captain for the Railers, played in South Carolina for 2 seasons, 2012 through 2014. And Lank's 31 points, 11 goals in 34 games. Has seen action in the American Hockey League with Hartford this year.
Yeah, and he's seen it before too, but it's got to do a lot for a guy's confidence. You know, I mean, he was with Bridgeport in the 2013-14 season. Almeida.
And his shot goes wide.
But just getting up there, like anything, I mean, he's a veteran too, but still, your confidence, your self-confidence has to be higher.
Well, he still has dreams of making it to the National Hockey League, and Worcester over the years have seen a handful of players who didn't make it to the NHL until their late 20s or even early 30s. Brian Lerg, Bracken Kearns.
Yeah, that's right.
A couple of guys that
Kearns was an all-star this year in the ECHL.
Late bloomers.
Oh, no, it was the AHL all-star game.
Bracken, yes.
Yeah. There was a lot of familiar faces in that game.
Almeida, down the right side, backhand shot and saved by Milner. Right wall, Masella for Lankow, back to the point, kept in there by Calabrese. We're 5-on-5 now. Calabrese, his first game as a Railer, had the puck poked off his stick there. That was Gustafson, Hampus Gustafson out of Merrimack College.
Yeah, Aaron Dell's another guy who played with the Allen Americans of the East Coast League, played with Worcester, and then up with San Jose.
Icing call here against the Worcester Railers with 11:01 to go in the first period.
And you certainly see a lot with goalies.
Yeah.
A lot of goaltenders get,
Devin Dubnyk.
Get 2 or 3 years in the East Coast League, then move up to the AHL, then get your shot at the NHL.
And Devin Dubnyk, an all-star with Stockton.
That's right. He was with Springfield for a while, I believe.
Alex Stalock spent a few games in the ECHL. Now with the Minnesota Wilds.
His hometown team.
Yep. 10:43 to go in the first period. Right to left, the Railers skate. They trail 1-0. Shot 6-4, South Carolina. Turcotte racing down the left side. Got it in front, and Hudson's drive was deflected over the net. Nice drive there by Turcotte. Found Hudson barreling down the left wing.
And that's Turcotte's key right there to move up to the next level. That's a great rush by Turcotte. Put it right on Woody Hudson's stick. Hudson leads the team in goals.
Turk's looking for his first goal still. Although that's not how he's going to make his way to the National Hockey League.
No, but you can show a little bit of an offensive side. That's certainly going to help.
Yeah, Turks with ECHL leading 16 fighting major penalties.
And hopefully he'll pick up number 17 tonight.
Well,
but who's rooting for that?
Not I.
Maybe our old friend Doherty.
Well, the way the game ended last Saturday against Brampton, I would think there was going to be some action tomorrow night in Pink in the Rink. That was a very physical contest, which ended with all 32 skaters meeting at center ice, and it almost exploded after the final horn. Turcotte was in the middle of that with Fournier, Hudson too. Those two teams will play again tomorrow night. 9:25 remaining in the first period. Worcester trailing 1-0. Whitney, the goal for the Stingrays. Came in with the second best record in the Eastern Conference. Selaney down the right wing. His shot deflected to the corner by Gillum, and that will spring Nick Saraceno. Sino down the right side. Stick handling to the corner. Lays it behind the net for Almeida. Almeida met there by Patrick Gall on a Notre Dame. At the point it goes left side out of the zone. Calabrese hit at center ice, and the Railers have to recollect back in behind their own blue line. Pretty good pace for this first period, Kev.
Yeah, it certainly is. One thing that Worcester hasn't gotten yet is second, third opportunities on Milner. It's been one shot and done. They haven't been able to get traffic in front and to really set up their offense and get some rebounds on Parker Milner. Such a good goaltender, and what a great track record in college and then in professional hockey as well.
Face off to the right of Mitch Gillum. Gillum out of Cornell.
920 save percentage is outstanding.
Calabrese, after a face-off win, trying to clear along the far side wall. South Carolina keeps it alive there for a moment, but now Almeida will send a high flipper out through center. Saraceno chips it forward. Saraceno can't get there behind the South Carolina net. Bowen just on the ice, in on the forecheck. Can't get a stick on it. Play ahead right wing side, Marganari out of Minnesota State. His shot kicked wide there by Gillum. 8:10 remaining, first period. Puck down low and a score.
Wow, beautiful setup.
Taylor Camerata, the rookie and former third-round draft pick by the New York Islanders in 2013, will get his 9th after a nice pass from the left point. Found Camerata alone in front. Looked like a shot. It was a slap pass down low.
Yep.
And he zipped it past the glove of Gillum.
Camerata showing great poise too as he just holds this puck, waits on the backhand and able to flip it up and into the net in a quick 2-0 lead for South Carolina. Just 8 shots.
And I mentioned
and 2 goals.
Yeah, this team gives up the fewest goals per game in the ECHL, so a 2-goal lead for them can be quite dangerous.
It's a tough hill to climb, certainly for Worcester. The good news, if you're looking for the glass is half full for Worcester, is that it's still very early in the game.
Yes. Is your glass half full, Kevin?
It is.
All right, just checking. Hughes goes D to D for Joey Leach. Leach out of the Western Hockey League. Hudson trying to chop the puck out. You know what the Railers need right now?
Woody Hudson goal?
Oh, I was going to say a big hit.
Yeah, you're right.
A little crash and burn.
A little Boom, maybe Doherty.
Yeah, someone.
Those guys,
a little friction.
Woody Hudson, right.
Anyone.
Make it personal.
Give me anyone.
Yeah.
Frankie, a little shoulder there on Hughes. Calabrese behind his blue line. Head through center. Calabrese will skip the puck back in behind Milner's nets, and a slashing call upcoming here to the Stingrays when we come back. Railers trailed 2-0, 7:07 to go in the first period. You're watching ECHL action on Charter TV3.
What's up? I'm Tom, and this is Two Things with Tom. Thing number one, Worcester Railers hockey is family fun. Bring the family and have a blast at the DCU Center in Worcester. Thing number two, Worcester Railers hockey is wicked affordable. Railers tickets start at just $15. Enjoy a great night out with your family or friends. Hockey is back. Hockey is back in Worcester. Give us a call, go to RailersHC.com and come see us at the rink.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Welcome back, everyone, to the DCU Center as the Worcester Railers trailing the Stingrays 2-0, but good opportunity here with a power play, 7:07 remaining. Chris Lankow played in the Western Hockey League with the Saskatoon Blades. He's a goal scorer for Worcester. Leader wearing the captain. As we mentioned, he's been up in the AHL this season. He's the guy that Worcester will look to dent the mesh here.
Stingrays have allowed just 4 power play goals on 72 chances on the road, 94.4%. That is outrageous.
Yeah. You know what they have too there's a lot of big guys on the South Carolina roster. You know what I mean? In this day and age, the way that hockey's called, you can, it's almost made for the smaller player now, the smaller, quicker player. But there's a lot of big guys on the South Carolina group here.
Railers on the power play this year, 9 for their last 30, 14% overall, 25th in the ECHL. Railers trailing 1-0. Well, there are 2 goal scorers, Kev. Whitney and Camerata, they're each 5'7".
You're right. And that's what it's made, and that's where the kind of what it's made for more now, yeah. the way that the game goes. More than the guys that are, 6'4", 200, 6'3", 214, 6'4", 205.
Gillies 6'3", 240.
Yeah, and I was taking Gillies out of the equation even just because he's a different guy right there.
All on his own.
Now, were you calling Lowell games when he was there?
I was not.
Kubiak?
I missed him by a year. But I was attending the games.
Oh boy, was he.
Lankow takes a shot, plays it back to the point for Bukaboom, slides it right side of Almeida. Barry to the corner for Kubiak. Power play here for Worcester. Puck twirling back to the point. Collected by Nick Roberto out of Malden Catholic. Went to Wakefield, Massachusetts. We're up in Wakefield. Again, one of many Mass natives.
Yeah, they got a kid from Acton, Danny Federico from Acton, Joe Devins from Scituate.
Federico went to the San Jose Barracuda camp. I remember him. Went to Quinnipiac. Former Boston Junior Bruin is Federico, leads the club with a +18 rating.
A couple guys went to Lawrence Academy too on this Stingray squad.
6 minutes remaining, first period. Railers trailing 2-0, 50 remaining on the penalty to Patrick Gall, the 6-year pro, all with South Carolina. So you know what, I'm not leaving.
Nope, I like it down here.
Woody Hudson behind the net, throws it right wall to Frankie. To Chara, to Signer. TJ couldn't handle the pass, and the Stingrays clear. Can't be fancy against South Carolina on the power play because they get good sticks in lane. They don't do anything overly aggressive. They just play smartly on the penalty kill.
20 seconds remaining.
And good goaltending too.
Man advantage, that helps.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, it's nothing flashy. Don't take chances. sticks on the ice all the time in the lanes.
5 remaining on the power play. 5:10 to go in the first period. 2-0 Stingrays. Game 10 of the 11-game homestand for Worcester. Ryan Bowen out of the University of Mont down the right side. Carries in behind the net. Gall is out of the box. Behind the cage, Tommy Kelly trying to sweep it around that far side wall. Bodies colliding along the half wall, right wing side. Puck comes free and it squirts out through center. And Worcester is now 0 for 2 on the power play. Turcotte now, right corner. Turks has it, throws it towards the crease. Bowen can't settle it down. He falls down as South Carolina comes back the other way, 4-on-3. Devin, the captain, into the zone. Sends it cross ice to the trailer. South Carolina trying to get a shot off. It was blocked there by Hamonic. And Turcotte able to nudge it out through center ice.
Well, this is exactly what South Carolina wants right now. They just want to get out of this period. They killed the penalty. Get out of this period still with a 2-goal lead. You're in great shape, especially with their track record and who they have in net, the way they play on the road. You're thinking they got to play another game tomorrow night, so they're probably hoping it's not as physical a game where you got games on back-to-back nights. Good job
out of play.
Bukaboom with a good poke check, sending it up and into the screen, and we'll take a timeout from the DCU Center. Be back with more right after this.
I'm District Attorney Joe Worley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
You can't get Worcester weather from a Boston TV station. The sun could be shining in downtown Boston, but the weather could be very different here in Worcester. People tell me all the time how much they count on our weather forecast, and we know how important that is to our Worcester News Tonight viewers. Each weekday, we'll give you your weather, your 10-day forecast for right here in Worcester, only on Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester's only local forecast, weeknights on Worcester News Tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. Kevin Shea with Eric Lindquist. Tom Matthews with us as well. He will be doing some interviews in between periods.
I think he's working the hair and makeup right now, Kev.
He's in there constantly.
Yes.
Reapplying the makeup, checking the hair.
Making sure there's no salad between those choppers of his.
That's true, too.
At Chick-fil-A for a pregame meal, and Tom Matthews is down there eating a salad.
You can't do that.
No.
Absolutely un-American.
Railers trailing 2-0. But then again, Tom Matthews is on a billboard shirtless.
Well, that's a good point, too. It's a very good point. So maybe he's on to something you and I are missing. That is great.
I was asked yesterday why I was on the billboard. And do I really have to answer that?
Really?
I said, Tom won rock, paper, scissors.
That is outstanding. Was that a redundant question? That's good stuff. Well, I saw on one of the Tuesday's editions where Woody Hudson was cooking for him, and Woody cooking some healthy meals.
Yes, I think we're going to see that during the second intermission tonight. It was a noodle dish. I forget what they call it.
Yeah, and he had chicken with it.
Yeah, I ate it. It was
mushrooms.
Good. It was good.
It looked really good. But he, if I'm not incorrect here, he puts a little ranch dressing in the bottom of the pan, and then the noodles once they're done.
He had a whole concoction of a sauce going on, and it was like coconut milk, ranch. He had like 30 ingredients for this dinner. I thought we were going to go over and he was going to make grilled cheeses.
Here's some grilled cheeses.
Or a Hot Pocket.
With tater tots.
Yeah, Woody had like 30 ingredients.
That's great.
I thought we were going to get in and out in 15 minutes. It was a 2-hour meal.
He's a chef. Yeah. Worcester Railers hockey on Charter TV3, brought to you by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Yeah, we'll catch Woody cooking with Mr. Matthews during the second intermission. The first intermission, we have Turks showing Tom how to kickbox.
I love that one too, by the way. My favorite there is that he calls them Tuesdays.
Yes.
Tuesdays.
Well,
Don't be so stiff Tuesdays. Your hands have to be light.
Well, I guess we're going to see the bartending.
All right, boxing's going to be the next game.
All right.
But
Well,
that one's outstanding. He shows him how to wrap the hands, and he's got a
puck.
Whoa.
How to play.
Hot soup coming through.
I think Mr. Matthews thinks that they're showing the Turks boxing, though, for the first intermission, just as a heads up.
Maybe someone down there can tell him it's the bartending one and not the boxing and then the kickboxing one. Yeah, he was outstanding when he had him in, and then he had him keep kicking the bag.
So Justin Hamonic is going to join Tom Matthews after the first period is over. And I did challenge Hamonic to see how many meows he can get in.
Oh, no way. All right, well, this will be good. This will be good to see. A couple years ago, remember, someone went viral.
Derek Jocelyn had about 40 meows on Mike Messina on WTAG one night.
That's great.
Hamonic's like,
did the Moose pick up on it?
No.
He didn't?
No. It was well over 40.
Oh, that's great.
So Hammy was like, seriously, do you really want me to? I go, yeah, why not?
Throw it in there.
See how many meows you can get in. I don't think Tom will catch on if Hammy actually goes through with it. I think he might.
That's great.
A minute 34 to go here in the first period. 2-0 Stingrays. We have something to look forward to now.
Yes, you're right. And we get counted at home. You at home can try to count the meows. Well, the crowd's getting behind their Railers now.
I think Hamonic will at least throw one in.
I hope so. What's the over-under? You think 5 is a good number to set for an over-under?
I'll go with 3.
Okay.
Are you taking the
I'll
over
take
or
the
the under?
over. I'll take the over.
Well, I think he either goes full bore.
Right. Or he gets nervous
or
and
just
throws
does
one.
one.
No, you're right. He really embraces it.
Yes.
And tries to get 20 in there.
Yeah.
Or it's okay. I did it once. Final minute of the period.
It's 2-0 Stingrays.
9-4 the shots on goal. So Worcester certainly, one of the things they're going to look to do in the second period is get a few more shots on Milner and probably get more traffic in front of him as well.
Well, they had one shot in the first period on Wednesday. This has been 4. It's a ton.
You're right.
And the good news on puck hit the scoreboard. We get a whistle. The thing is, Worcester was outshot in that first period on Wednesday, but there was no score.
Yeah, you're right. That's a big difference. Big difference in what you see here. Frankie DeChara for Worcester. One of the local guys. There's Turcotte getting out there now, along with Jeff Kubiak. Kubiak will take the draw for the Railers.
Goob's working a 4-game point streak. Railers 6-game point streak into this one. South Carolina, a tough team, as we mentioned. They win the draw, and Whitney, who made it 1-0 in a $1.51, will scoot it back in behind the Worcester cage. Kubiak skating right to left to head for Turcotte. Grabs the red line, will send the puck in deep. Turcotte takes a little bit of a run there at Geiger.
That's a good forecheck.
Yep.
Masella took a paw to the mouth right there at the end of that as the players come together.
So 2-0 the score. See if Hamonic does remember. He does. So he's 1 for 1 there.
All right, now we'll just
see if we
count
get any
the meows. What is Hamonic going to bring to the table here for Tom Matthews? Tuesdays. South Carolina in front of Worcester at the end of the first period, 2-0. As Worcester looking to come back in this one, a big comeback victory on Wednesday night here at the DCU Center as the Railers came back, scored, and now here's Tom Matthews now with Justin Hamonic. Tom?
Thank you, Kevin and Eric. I'm joined here down at ice level with defenseman Justin Hamonic. Justin, you're traditionally not a point-grabbing defenseman, but you had the big goal Wednesday night to tie it up. How exciting was that?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, any way I can help the team pull out the victory there on Wednesday night. We always preach get pucks to the net, so I figured Kuz made a good play there, wanted to put it on net, and someone went in.
Was a good goal. First time playing South Carolina Stingrays tonight. They're a really good, sound defensive team, great penalty kill. What is the one area that the Railers need to focus on tonight?
Yeah, we need to obviously play our game. We want to try and play fast and get that puck in there and as much as possible. I think if we do that, we can work them low and try and have some success down there. That's something we preach against any team. It's one of our strengths.
You know, as a defenseman, do you get more pumped up for a game against a team that is known to be defensively strong?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to get up for these games knowing that you need to keep them shut down for the whole game. So obviously, like, depending on whatever team it is, there's different players, different tendencies, but it's always fun to play the good teams.
You know, not the start the Railers are obviously looking to get off to tonight. Tough first period, down 2, going into the second. How do we turn this thing around?
I think it's like Wednesday, we just got to get back to our game. We didn't have a good start Wednesday. We found a way to turn it around. So if we can get back to what we do best, skating, putting pucks in the net, and getting in on their D, we'll be successful.
All right, thanks for your time, Justin.
Thank you.
That is Railers defenseman Justin Hamonic on 20 minutes of play here at the DCU Center. Railers facing off against the South Carolina Stingrays, down 2-0. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we're back, I'll be joined by beat reporter, Sound Tigers beat reporter, Mike Fornabale.
We're proud to lead with high school sports stories because we know that's important to our viewers, that's important to our communities. I think it's incredibly unique because you just don't see this amount of coverage other places. We can do 5 and 6 minutes at 10 o'clock, whereas other stations might do 2.5 minutes, and of that, 30 seconds is on high school sports.
It's very easy to be enthusiastic watching these guys play, whether it's high school football or field hockey or lacrosse.
When you see somebody make an outstanding play, you're kind of fired up about that. I come back and I'm like, Kev, I couldn't believe this play I saw in this game.
To see and to kind of be able to capture some of those magic moments when you're there to witness history, that's really cool. We're out there every day shooting the games ourselves and coming back and editing it and writing it ourselves.
You get a certain insight that you don't get if you're, say, in a press box.
We never forget the players that come from Central Mass. Those that are lucky enough to play professional sports, we follow them in the pros.
We never forget those guys coming from Central Mass.
I've had people come up and say to me that, you know, we still watch and we're still fans because they can watch on TV.
Has it brought fans to the game? Has it impacted local sports? I hope so. Coaches tell us it has. Certainly our goal is just to cover the game and to really highlight the positive of high school and local college sports.
And we're enjoying what we do, and that I hope that comes across. There's no other place I'd rather be, and there's no other job I'd rather do.
I know everybody agrees with me that it's wonderful to see construction cranes in Worcester. We've got buildings going up, the colleges are all building, things are happening in Worcester. On Chronicles, we hope to be talking about all the issues that affect Worcester. There's a lot of development going on, a lot of interesting politics, always our share of scandal and whatnot, and we hope to have a lively repartee. Very interesting, lots going on, and we want you to tune in and watch us talk about it.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade, take a stand to lend a hand, don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts. Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News Tonight on Charter TV3.
Welcome back to the DCU Center. I'm Tom Matthews here live. Railers and Stingrays action tonight. Railers down 2-0 after 20 minutes of play. But joining me now is Connecticut Post Bridgeport Sound Tigers beat reporter Mike Fornabale. Mike, thanks for taking the time to talk to me tonight. How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me. It's good to be here. It's my first time. Tried about 4 times to get up here and finally did it, so it's good to be here.
Yeah, you sent me an email. You're like, hey, I'm going to try to come down. My last 4 attempts have been unsuccessful, so I'm happy you're finally able to get down here, join us tonight. And Mike, 20 minutes of play. This is the first time these two teams have met. South Carolina Stingrays, a real sound defensive team. What have you seen?
It's interesting, you know, you get used to the American League level, and you know, obviously you've all seen the National League on TV, and you know, you see the structure, you see the, you know, it's very managed, it's very micromanaged. The systems are very micromanaged. Here it seems a lot more loose, a lot more free flow, and a lot more. It's pretty fun to watch. It's enjoyable. You know, it's kind of neat. A couple of these guys have been in Bridgeport. Even some of the Stingrays have been in Bridgeport as well. So it's good to see them and see how they've developed as well.
Now, you've been for the Connecticut Post for 20 years now, covering the Sound Tigers 17 years. Before the Railers, they were the ECHL affiliate of Missouri Mavericks. What was it like covering them then?
You know, it's interesting. The Islanders were kind of in the wilderness for a while. You know, there were a couple of years they didn't even have an ECHL affiliate. So, you know, there were guys that, you know, kind of lingered, kind of sat on the roster, not doing much for a while. Even, you know, the very early years of the teams, they'd have like Trenton, they'd have Atlantic City. So at least they were close. After that, it was a long time where the affiliate was a long way away. So, I mean, with Worcester, obviously, you know, they can send Pat Culladay down for a couple weeks. You know, you can, if Jeff Kubiak's your 13 forward, you can send him here for a game and have him right back up. So it's been very good, I think, on the Bridgeport side for this, you know, have this relationship.
Yeah, and the Railers, you know, began the season. There weren't too many call-ups. We were real lucky. We were fortunate enough to not have too many movement on the roster. But and then you know, we got 20 or so games in, 25 games in. It was all of a sudden like, whoa, boom! We got hit all at once. They called up Cornell. They called up Kubiak. They called up recently Gaudreau, McAdam, Jones as well. You know, you've had the chance to see some of these guys play up there at Bridgeport. How have they done, and what have you seen?
Yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job filling in. I mean, I think a lot of them were guys that were well known in Bridgeport. You know, like Kellen Jones obviously was there last year. Kubiak had his ATO at the end of the year.
In front of
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Even Mike Cornell was there. I guess it's 4 years ago now with Chris Lanko. Actually, you know, so it's guys that they knew that. You know, the word that they always keep using is character. You know, they wanted to sign character guys. They want character guys as their depth guys, and I think, you know, I think it seems like they have that with some of these guys. I mean, they've stepped in and done pretty good jobs up in Bridgeport.
And pointing out that Kellen Jones has spent some time there before with his twin brother as well, Connor Jones. You know, that's pretty unique having twins on the same. And they consistently, it looks like, play on the same line. What is that like to watch twins play on the same line? Have you noticed some kind of, you know, dynamic chemistry that the two have?
It was a lot of fun because 2 years ago, Kellen was in Utica while Connor was in Bridgeport. And a fellow named John Landry, a defenseman, played with Kellen in Utica and then went to Bridgeport last year. The first day of the year, he walks up to Connor and says, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Kellen?" And it's Connor, which is always tricky. It's always, there's those little details that you can tell them apart. It's kind of fun. They obviously have that chemistry. I mean, they know where each one's going. They're fantastic on the penalty kill to watch because, you know, they're speedy, they're quick, they're tenacious, and they kind of know what they're doing there. That they've really a couple of times they produce shorthanded goals that way, which is a lot of fun to watch.
All right, Mike. Well, thanks for making the trip down. You know, I'm happy that you were able to make it this time. It was your fourth success, but thanks for coming out tonight and joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
All right, that is Bridgeport Sound Tigers beat reporter Mike Fornabeo. We're going to take one more quick break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at a Tuesdays with Tom celebrity bartending episode.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Charter TV3 and UMass Memorial Healthcare have teamed up to bring you the latest news and trends in healthcare. Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare, brings you the healthcare topics that are important to you. From stroke prevention to allergies, skincare to sports injury prevention, and nutrition to pregnancy, Health Watch at UMass Memorial Healthcare informs you on the issues that affect you on a daily basis. Health Watch on Charter TV3. For extended interviews with UMass Memorial Healthcare experts, log on to our website.
Local sports have a unique way of bringing families together, bringing generations together, bringing neighbors together. In Central Mass, you have families that have been here for years, and you have grandparents that played at a certain high school, and they're watching their grandson or granddaughter play at their same high school. And there's something real special about that. Everyone comes out on a Friday night for football or to support the basketball team or the softball team, and everyone wants to support their team, and everyone feels whether or not they have a son or daughter playing, or even if they don't know anyone on the roster, they come out because they went to school there or they're from that town. And for us to be able to cover that is really unique, really special, and really gratifying.
We'll run into people all the time, whether they're home from college or they're visiting family and they don't live in the area anymore, or they'll say, hey, how's my team doing? How are these guys going to be this year? And so people remember where they came from. They remember their high schools. They remember their playing days. And
if you were from here, you know how unique and how special it is that you can get coverage of your high school and your college.
we have a bond with the community. They appreciate us. We appreciate them. To hear people cheer for you when you show up, because you're just there covering the game. We're not the game, but it's cool.
I've had people tell me that we brought high school sports to a whole new level in Central Mass because of the way we cover high school sports and cover them like they're professional athletes.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts. Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3.
Welcome back to the DCU Center. I'm Tom Matthews, and tonight we have Railers and Stingrays going at it for the first time this season after 20. It's all Stingrays. They're up 2-0, but that's all right. We've got another 20 coming up. But first, we're going to take a look at a little Tuesdays with Tom episode. Players Connor Doherty, Ben Massell, and Matt Lane were lucky enough to go down and tend bar for an evening at Uno's, so let's check it out and see how they did. What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday. I'm Tom, and this is Tuesdays with Tom. It's celebrity bartending night here at Uno's. We've got Connor Doherty, Ben Massell, and Matt Lane on bar. Let's see how they do. Cheers. All right, top pour and beer connoisseur Matt Lane's going to show me how to pour beer. Let's do it. Just get a nice little tilt.
Too fast. It's an awful pour.
Oh, perfect. Cheers. That's how you do it.
That was actually nice.
Domed right up, didn't even spill a drop. Right now, someone's got a drink.
Cheers. That's how it's done.
I think we just got a drink order sent in here.
What do we got?
A Mark West. A little wine.
No idea what Mark West is.
Have to go get it.
All right. Pinot Noir. A little Pinot Noir. Let's see Conador's wine pouring skills. Whoa, it's aggressive. Spin it.
Oh, it's empty at the bottle.
Not bad. He just dumps it in.
I don't know where to put this down.
8 counts. Really? That was your 8 count? That was more of like a 4. Now you have to strain it in there without getting any of the ice cubes. Hold on, it's gonna splash all over you.
That's how slow it goes?
No.
Oh.
Don't watch it. It's easier if you don't watch it.
There you are. Let me know if you guys need anything else.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that's what you got.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Real good.
Go Railers!
Well, it turns out the boys aren't too bad at bartending after all. Until next Tuesday, I'm Tom. I'll see you at the bar. I mean rink. Rink. Yes, rink.
I'm District Attorney Joe Worley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Your home for Worcester Railers games and highlights, Charter TV3. All right, your first period highlights. It was South Carolina striking first. Stephen Whitney, the local product out of Boston College, and Reading, Massachusetts. The fortuitous bounce off the backboard and right to Whitney, who one times at home. A 1-0 lead down the other end. Barry Almeida with a good bid for Worcester, and then it's Camerata takes the feed, holds, and delivers on the backhand. And that's where we stand after 20 minutes. It is 2-0 South Carolina Stingray. As Eric said, tomorrow night, the final game of this 11-game homestand. And then they are on the road. Seven on the road. Looking at Orlando, though, right away, which will be outstanding.
I've been doing sit-ups.
Outstanding. Down there for 3 in Orlando, and you guys are going down a little early, too.
We are.
Which is perfect.
I will be the lone wolf in the pool swimming with a T-shirt on.
Just so you don't get too much sun.
That's right.
That's what you'll be telling people.
That's right. I should have had a salad instead of the...
Don't want to get burnt.
That's right.
Just sit here with my T-shirt on in the pool.
Railers skating left to right here in the second period, trailing 2-0. We start 5-on-5. Worcester in the home blues sweaters. They began the year in white sweaters on home ice, but they switch them on up in mid-January as the puck goes bouncing in wide of Milner's cage. Lankow gives chase with Saraceno as bodies collide back in behind the Worcester cage. Saraceno wins the puck to Lankow in front for Almeida. His shot saved by Milner and a rebound. Chance by Saraceno, fired wide. Bukamuma drive shot and hit the post. No, it was deflected in front and hit the post to the right of Milner. So, boy, the Railers, as they did on Wednesday night, had a terrific first shift and come out of the gates in period number 2. And hopefully that is a sign of good things to come as the Railers trail 2-0.
Those were the 3 best chances they've had all game.
Yeah.
Right there in the first opening 40 seconds.
If the Railers can bottle what they do in between the first and the second periods and start it at the start of the game, they would be a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that's a great first shift. Pouring the pressure on Milner. You just need to get one by him. Easier said than done.
Here comes Frankie DeCero. Frankie out of Yale, right wing pass to Hudson out of St. Lawrence University. Got the puck back in behind the net. Kubiak out of Cornell. ECHL galore out there right now for the Railers.
Right.
Hamonic out of the Western Hockey League, wearing the alternate captain A on his sweater. Puck comes out of the zone.
Chara playing for Keith Elaine, Worcester native, former St. Peter Marian standout. Was a member of the Worcester Ice Cats organization, member of the Blues organization, but was certainly a fixture here when the Ice Cats were affiliated with the Blues. And here's a rush for South Carolina. To the right of Gillum.
2 minutes gone here in the second period. Eric Lindquist alongside Kevin Shea. I don't think anyone noticed the ketchup I had spilled during the pregame.
Can't see it. That's a camouflage shirt.
It's a nice shirt.
Perfect.
Thanks CCM for providing the, what do the kids call it? A cloth. Puck off the post. Threads. Nice threads.
Yeah, those are good threads.
Yes. Have the Shea kids got into the cool lingo yet today?
Yeah, they
know
do.
how to talk?
Brady's definitely into the cool lingo talk, and then so Riley follows suit.
Any examples you could share with me? Or I like to be hip and cool.
I'm trying to think of what he'll say. I'll ask him a couple things tomorrow, but there's all kinds. There's stuff that and I'll be like, "What's that?" And then they're like, "Dad."
See, I learned my cool lingo from Tom Matthews.
You're right. He keeps you right up to date.
Yes.
Oh.
Score, Simonelli, 3-0. That puck went west-east twice, came back to the left side, and Frankie Simonelli, the former Providence Bruin, ripped it top shelf at 3:01 of the second period, and that one certainly stings. His 8th, and it's 3-0 Stingrays.
That takes the wind out of your sails. It was a good 40 seconds for Worcester. They came out buzzing around Milner, and Simonelli, one-timer, top corner, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. I'm trying to think. A lot of it's like basketball lingo of about how whatever.
Well, Andy Lacomb's
filthy,
pretty hip still,
nasty.
right?
Yeah, he is still pretty hip.
He knows the lingo.
He follows the kids.
Well, he teaches at Assumption College.
That's true. So he's picking up what they're putting down.
He knows how to talk to those college
to the young
students.
kids, the next generation.
They relate to Andy Lacombe.
They do. He's a mentor to them.
Yep, he goes into class wearing Z Cavaricci's.
Wrestling shoes. That's great.
Drinking a Monster Energy drink on the way in.
Yep, exactly right. And then he takes his earrings out when he gets out of class and when he comes on the air. That is good stuff.
I can picture. Oh, man.
That's great stuff.
Calabrese fires the puck wide. Shots are 11-7, South Carolina.
Puts away the old concert T-shirts when he comes into work.
He paints one fingernail black.
Yep. That's him right there.
Oh, imagine.
He's vaping in the hallways outside of his class.
He's always Snapchatting.
This is outstanding. That's great.
Updating his profile pic, taking selfies.
Showing you where he's at with the Snapchat, giving you the timeline of his day.
What the 4-1-1 is with
Yep.
the Deets. Shot from the left point glove there by Mitch Gillum, who holds on. 15:22 remaining in the second period. 3-0 Stingrays. Yeah, we are not as hip.
No, not even close.
How about the blinking cups of alcoholic beverages?
Now that is hip.
That is hip.
That, and we have Captain America sitting right down there by the glass, too. We have a guy wearing a USA hockey jersey, and he's got the American flag draped over his back. That's his cape. I like it. He's just out of the shot right here. Captain America, you're just missing him.
All right.
On this face-off.
I do have some intel that Chris Lankow knows of the Meow situation for the second.
Good. Hopefully he'll step up.
Yes. Railers trailing 3-0. Lankow meowing his way in. Fired it wide. Left side wall.
They just got to throw things at the net now.
Almeida's shot goes wide. Well, something that Tom and I have started to do, and I'm not even sure if I should share this, but
oh, you absolutely should.
We have been selecting a word of the game that we have to slide into.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
That you both have to do it.
Yes, we each pick one.
What's tonight's
we
word?
Share it with the visiting broadcaster as well.
And so they have to do it as well.
And they bring a word into the group as well.
So you end up having 2 words.
We know 3 actually.
Oh. Good bid by Bowen, deflected up by Simonelli and into the netting.
14-25. I'm divulging all my secrets.
Yeah, you are. You're letting us look behind the curtain a little bit.
Yeah.
Bowen just streaking down here. A good job. Simonelli got the stick in there.
Bowen's provided some pop. 3 goals in 7 pro games.
Littleton just down the road, down 495 a bit.
Yep. 22 years young.
Right by Kimball's. Littleton's right by Kimball's.
Bill Ballou and I are doing Wright's Turkey Farm on Sunday.
Oh, outstanding.
We do a yearly pilgrimage, he and his wife Debbie.
Oh, that's great.
The 3 of us will just mow on Wright's
That's good stuff.
I will be fasting.
For what, like 3 hours before?
Yeah,
4 hours?
maybe 4. Well, we're going at 4, so.
Okay.
Maybe
so you gotta have a breakfast brunch kind of a
yes.
thing. You gotta have something.
Maybe a Bloody Mary. Ooh. Shot saved there by Gillum. I do like my Bloody Mary spicy.
Yeah, you gotta get the spicy.
Left to right, the Railers skate. Eric Lindquist alongside Kevin Shea. You wouldn't know a hockey game was going on unless you were watching on Charter TV3. We've got pink ice.
Yeah, tomorrow, Pink in the Rink night.
Yeah.
To raise money and awareness for breast cancer research.
Selling pink t-shirts, pink pucks to benefit the Cup Crusaders. Pink jerseys worn by the Railers as well, which will be auctioned off. The pink jerseys came in this afternoon, and they are pink, hot pink.
Well, it's always a great night. And the Railers already, in just their first year, have done so much in the community.
They would like to do something on the ice here on this Friday night. They trail 3-0. Whitney and Camerata, the goal scorers in the first. Simonelli early here in the second. Shots are 14-8 South Carolina. Puck sent into the right side corner. Signer and Hudson give chase. Quick puck out of the zone, and South Carolina circles back the other way. Pass came out of the zone, so South Carolina has to retouch with 12:35 to go in the second period.
Well, as you mentioned too, nothing fancy with South Carolina. It's a North and South game.
Yeah.
And just take advantage of the opportunities you have.
Well, they don't have to score a lot because they don't give up a lot. Saraceno left side pass to Chris Lankow. Lankow, the former Stingray, quick shot saved there by Milner. Good power move there by Lankow, but Railers unable to get the rebound. South Carolina counters back the other way. Good stick there by Mackenzie. Boom goes crashing back in behind the net as Mackenzie will push the puck to the far side wall. Lankow.
Boom adds a nice physical presence to the lineup, doesn't he?
He does. I was, well, what do you know, watching hockey fights on hockeyfights.com last night, and I was watching an old Jeff Boom fight where his jersey got ripped off by, oh boy, who was in that scrap? Might have been Matthew Barnaby.
Oh yeah, when he was playing for the Sabres.
Delayed penalty upcoming here to the Railers as the Stingrays have too many men on the ice as Milner touched the puck. We'll take a timeout. So we'll have some penalties when we come back. 11:37 to go in the second period. I thought we were taking a timeout. Yeah, we are. 3-0 South Carolina.
What's up? I'm Tom, and this is Two Things with Tom. Thing number 1. Worcester Railers hockey is family fun. Bring the family and have a blast at the DCU Center in Worcester. Thing number 2. Worcester Railers hockey is wicked affordable. Railers tickets start at just $15. Enjoy a great night out with your family or friends. Hockey is back. Hockey is back in Worcester. Give us a call. Go to RailersHC.com and come see us at the rink.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Welcome back, everyone. There's the too many men on the ice with Milner touching it. Let's see.
Yeah, not allowed. Not allowed.
No, so you got 4-on-4 now.
Some open ice.
Maybe that helps. I was going to say, maybe that helps Worcester with a little bit more open ice to get around Milner.
Big plans for the weekend, Kev?
No huge plans. A couple hoop games tomorrow Brady has in the morning. And the Worcester Railers hockey on Charter TV3 brought to you by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Face-off will be at center ice. The Railers trailing 3-0. 4-on-4 as Hamonic, Lankow, Saraceno, and Doherty on the ice for Worcester. Gillum, goal to our left. He's allowed 3 on 14 shots. So penalties to Mackenzie and Milner, or a bench minor for too many men on the ice. Not sure if I've ever seen that, actually, the goaltender getting called for the too many men on the ice.
No, I certainly have not seen that.
Hamonic at the point, fires a shot, and a save by Milner. So Hamonic feeling the offensive touch after the goal on Wednesday night.
Good look, too. Milner had a good lane to see this one. They had some traffic moving, but they had just gotten past. Here's Hamonic. They had some traffic starting to get there, but a good clear lane, and Milner with the stop.
2, 3, 4 Friday, $2 popcorn, $3 hot dogs, and $4 Bud Lights in the Bud Light Lounge. I did a walk through the Bud Light Lounge at the pregame. Very tempting. Tough to walk through that
always,
area.
I was going to say, always calling your name.
They look cold.
But you quelled that urge with a hot dog.
I did. And
Which is a good move.
Never put ketchup on my hot dog, but all they had was ketchup there. So
See, I'm a ketchup guy on the hot dog. That's my #1 choice.
And you know what? I didn't hate it.
All right.
So much so I had a second one with ketchup.
That is great. No, that's my #1. I go ketchup on the hot dog.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Lacombe actually goes just on a plate, cuts it. No bun, no ketchup or mustard. Just puts it on a plate and cuts it.
And that's how he eats Snickers bars.
That's exactly right. He and George Costanza. Fork and knife.
Wearing his Z Cavariccis.
Yeah, he told us that he had a closet full of them, and he still rocks them.
Yeah. And you mentioned the earring. I bet he's got one of those long feather ones.
Oh, yeah. Almost a little bit out of the 1980s wrestling.
Yes.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Left to right, the Railers skates. Trailing 3-0. We're almost midway through this hockey game. Masella from on top of the right circle, shot saved by Milner, as Signer was looking for a second opportunity, but the rebound went on the other side, and that allowed the Stingrays to clear as we play 4-on-4 for another 33 seconds. 3-0 Stingrays. Left side, Walsh into the zone. His cross-ice pass missed. Walsh, Travis Walsh out of Michigan State. I was told Walsh was not going to play tonight. He's out there. Not seeing things in
last minute. No, you're not. It might have been a last-minute change. Good stop, Gillum, as he goes post to post. There's some traffic behind him. Simonelli fires, and Gillum got a piece of that.
No, I lied. Walsh was supposed to be it. Meganetti was the one that was out, and I crossed off Walsh, not Meganetti.
Can happen. It's small type.
Yeah. 9:22 to go in the second period. Railers in fear of going 0 for 3 on Charter TV3.
Woody Hudson, see if he can break that goose egg up there on the scoreboard.
Yes. Shots 14-11 Stingrays. Puck got a play.
I'm impressed that you're going with the short sleeves throughout, because it is pretty cold in the rink.
I run warm.
Yeah, we're going to have a timeout here at the DCU Center. Stingrays in front of the Railers, 3-0. We're back with more right after this.
I'm District Attorney Joe Rowley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Your home for Worcester Railers games and highlights, Charter TV3. Welcome back to the DCU Center. Kevin Shea, Eric Lindquist, Tom Matthews. The Stingrays in front of the Railers tonight, 3-0.
And whoever is listening, watching, and telling Tom Matthews about the meow situation.
We're gonna find out.
Yes.
He's got some sources, some
Was
moles.
it Cheryl? It might have been Cheryl. Mom Matthews, I think.
Could be. Just letting him in on a little secret.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that.
No, that's not fair.
It's all in good fun.
Right, that's not fair. Can't do that. Not at all. Barry Almeida, 13 goals this season for the Railers. Out there on the wing.
Shot from the point, block down, rebound try there by Saraceno, was stopped by Milner. Good opportunity there. The shot from the point was blocked, came right to Saraceno, and Milner on top of his crease made the stop. We'd like to say hello to Cookie, tuning in as always. Maybe it was Cookie that told Tom.
Oh, it could have been. This is a good bid for Worcester. It's the rebound, too. You got people in front, you got traffic in front, Lankow's right there.
Andy Lacombe wouldn't do that, would he?
Oh, he could. He could try to form an alliance with Tuesdays.
Is he a tattletale?
He could. You know, it could be one of those.
Lankow, a late poke, will draw the ire of the Stingrays with 8:32 remaining. Really seem to get a little dirty here.
Could be one of those situations. I'd love to see that. That's what you need. You need it to be nasty, get a little personal, where guys get ticked off, and then, you know, just change the face of the game a little bit. Because this is going right now the way that South Carolina would like it. You're up 3-0. You don't want to start anything. You don't want to. You just want free flowing back and forth. We'll chip it up the ice. Well, if you're Worcester, you really need to turn it into a street fight.
Well, you need to get a goal here by the end of the second period. That much I do know. Although the Sound Tigers, the AHL affiliate of the Railers, on Wednesday morning in Hartford, puck in front just missed wide. That was a dangerous try there by Marganeri. And
see, now Langhau's throwing his weight around.
Yes.
Langhouse is starting as the captain. He's saying, I'm going to lead by example.
Well, he looks a little
he does.
stung a little bit. But
yeah, he does.
He's got the puck, and he'll shuffle it forward. But I was saying, Bridgeport was down 4-0 going into the third period. They tied it at 4, but lost the game in overtime as Gillum will blocker that puck out of play. With 7:54 remaining here in the second.
Yeah, Langhouse does look like he got shaken up a little bit. Probably on that second hit.
Yeah. It was a long shift.
But you could see he's trying to get something going there, trying to elevate his teammates a little bit.
Did you watch the musical chairs in between periods?
Yeah, it's fun. I think that's the second hit there. That's the one that I think got him. One of the chairs just disintegrated?
Yes. It got a little nasty during musical chairs.
As it's wont to do, especially the final round.
As we get an icing call here against the Railers.
I'm told, too, by some sources that Lacombe in his office at Assumption has a hookah thing there for the kids. You know, it's got like 8 arms coming out of it, so if the kids want to come in and just, you know, talk about life, philosophy, you know, they fire up the hookah. He puts on some Peter, Paul, and Mary on a record, too, on an old-school record machine.
Wearing a flannel shirt. Maybe a little ponytail.
Sure. That's exactly it. He's organizing some anti-government rallies on campus.
Hey, guys, will you help me tape up these posters I made?
That is great.
7:20 to go in the second period. It's 3-0 Stingrays. Shot for the point by Doherty, never made its way through. Kubiak now behind the net, trying to settle Kubiak. Left side wall, played it back to the point for Doherty. His drive missed wide on the glove side of Milner. Milner's goaltending mask looks a little pink with the pink ice.
Because of the reflection, yeah, maybe a little bit. Because of the reflection there off the ice. There's Connor Doherty, a local kid out of Holden. Was one of the celebrity bartenders this week and was part of Tuesdays with Tom.
He was good.
Matthews segment.
He made sure that my Bud Light was always filled.
That's a good bartender.
Although it was the day after the Super Bowl, the last thing I needed was to drink another Bud Light.
That's true.
But you know what? I did it for the team. Sacrifices.
All for the organization.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not an easy gig sometimes.
No, I was going to say, a lot of your work goes unheralded.
Yes.
Things that you do that folks don't see. And that's it. One of them. Ad unos. Got to have a couple.
One with the people.
Yep. Exactly right. You're like James Michael Curley, the Rascal King. You know, just the people's choice.
Said, don't want to be rude.
Nope.
South Carolina has come in to the DCU Center. A little rude. They have a 3-0 lead.
Not welcoming guests at all.
No. They did not wipe their shoes on their way in their front door.
No.
They tracked that mud right in through the family room and
stepped on the white couch.
Yep. They did a little Rick James. Stomped that mud on that white leather couch. Left side, Tiger drive goes over the crossbar and wide. Almeida trying to clear. He does with 5:37 to go in the second period. 3-0 Stingrays.
They've been economical. 15 shots and 3 goals for South Carolina. 12 shots for the Railers.
Railers miss Manny Goudreau in a game like this where they can use some offense. Just recalled by the Sound Tigers yesterday. Manny had 9 points in his last 9 games. The big reason why the Railers were on this 6-game point streak, which is in jeopardy now.
Well, we've talked about this too, as you said before, that the ECHL is a league where you've got to recruit players. It's a recruiting league. As a first-year organization, obviously that's very hard to do because you don't have any track record. You don't have anything to go on. I'm going to guess, though, even with this being a cold weather port, and there are some warm weather ports, Bowen almost sent right in, hooked from behind.
Yeah, he ran out of room. Signer.
That you'll have year 2, that you'll have a lot of guys lining up to come aboard here, because this is a first-class organization. We'll finish this thought when we come back. Parker Milner working on a shutout.
I'm District Attorney Joe Worley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Charter TV3 and UMass Memorial Healthcare have teamed up to bring you the latest news and trends in healthcare. Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare, brings you the healthcare topics that are important to you. From stroke prevention to allergies, skincare to sports injury prevention, and nutrition to pregnancy, Health Watch at UMass Memorial Healthcare informs you on the issues that affect you on a daily basis. Health Watch on Charter TV3. For extended interviews with UMass Memorial Healthcare experts, log on to our website.
All right, next Tuesday night, it is St. Peter Marion and Quabbin boys basketball. Quabbin will be in the Clark tournament, off to a great start. St. Peter Marion, a phenomenal team and an exciting team to watch. They are fun to watch.
Is that new this year, St. Peter Marion, good at basketball?
No, you know what? They've been good now for a few years. What they have is a lot of times what has happened recently is they'll have kids that go there and then they'll leave after their sophomore year to go to prep school.
Yeah.
But they're really good players. They have a kid, Makai Ashton Langford, who is a freshman at Providence, and he's playing for the Providence College Friars. He was there for a couple years, then went to prep school. They've had a few players like that. Another kid who's down in Connecticut at a prep school.
Call into the zone, a shot going wide, but gloved anyway there by Gillum with 4:15 to go in the second. 3-0 Stingrays.
You and I were talking, though, just about what this Worcester Railers team has to offer. You know, guys, when in their recruiting process, and you got your AHL affiliate that's, you know, an hour and a half ride away, certainly pulls people up very often. Your NHL affiliate has eyes on you all the time, and there's guys down here all the time from the Islanders.
And, you know, the atmosphere here at the DCU Center has gone a long way as well. Players like to play in front of big crowds. A nice crowd on this Friday night, loud. And this has been an 11-game homestand. It hasn't been easy. 11 straight games getting fans in the building.
No, you're right. And hard, I was going to say hard on you guys and the front office personnel and everyone. You're right. It's difficult. And you'll go on the road here, but just even we were talking about where the players live. The housing is phenomenal, first class. The brand new practice facility with the training, off-ice training facility there, the weight room. The way that that the Ruckers and everyone treats the players here.
And you get a lot of visiting players that want to be on a Tuesdays with Tom episode.
That's a big draw.
Hamonic is going to get called for holding.
It's a big draw.
Hamonic did the bear hug at center. Spun his man down on the ice.
That's the end of a shift. You're tired, and guys going by you, just trying to slow them down a little bit.
Sits in the box, meow.
With 3:18 to play in the second period. We'll see what Tuesdays comes up with in between periods. If what he throws our way.
Well, I'm interested.
What was Lankow?
If Lankow comes at him with the meows and Tom knows the meows are coming.
Right.
That could be
Is
dangerous.
it going to be a little meow back and forth?
Right. Something to look forward to.
Yep.
I wouldn't change the channel right now.
No, you got to keep it here.
Yeah.
No reason to go anywhere.
Nope. 3 minutes remaining in the second period. 3-0 Stingrays. They look to make it 4, but Gilly makes a glove save after a shot by Geiger from on top of the right circle. Made its way through.
I'm blanking on the name now. I'm showing my old age, but the Florida Panthers goalie who was here in Worcester. Yeah, Harry Sateri.
Yeah, my buddy.
Getting in, making his NHL debut recently, getting some wins.
Yeah.
Good to see that. Always good to see the Worcester alums.
And James Reimer is healthy now for Florida, but they have not sent Hari down. And he got another start the other day, did Sateri. Wayne Thomas was always a big Hari guy. Hari played in goal here for the Worcester Sharks in front of some not so good teams. Did not have a lot of help. From Finland, shot from the left side by the captain Joe Devon out of Cornell. Goes over the net and wide. Gilly from Cornell as well. Walsh in over the line, tips his shoulder, bothered by the stick of Bukaboom. Bukaboom trying to clear, unable to do so, kept in. Geiger out of Clarkson, played it back to the line. Spun away from Saraceno, did Walsh. Laid it to the corner, 50 remaining on the penalty to Hamonic, and the Railers will get it clear with 2:03 to go in the second period.
Devon's another guy from Scituate, another Massachusetts native. You always see Scituate around storm time. Whenever they're talking about the high tides and possible flooding, Scituate will have a reporter.
Yeah, Worcester generally gets the snowstorm.
Yep.
Scituate gets the ocean storm. Saraceno in ahead, and Lankow tips it over. Boy, Lankow is just buried from behind. And a boarding call upcoming here to South Carolina. Lankow may have embellished a little bit.
I think he did, but it doesn't matter. He got it. He got the call. And that's just the captain trying to do whatever he can to just spark this team. It was a great 2-on-1 for Worcester. They just couldn't finish it off.
Let's take a look.
You're seeing the tail end of it there. There's Lankow. He was pushed from behind.
I give Lanks a solid 9.2 on the
Winter Olympics starting. You and I talked about John McCarthy playing for Team USA.
Happy for J Mac, one of the all-time Worcester Shark greats.
Yeah.
So we skate 4-on-4 for 13 seconds. And then the Railers on the power play. Boy, would they love to get one here at the end of the second period. A 2-goal difference, so much less than a 3 heading into the third.
Yeah, it would change the complexion of this game a lot if they could get one here.
Hamonic's out of the box. So a power play to end at this second period for the Railers, who skate left to right. They're going against the top penalty-killing unit in the ECHL, and the South Carolina Stingrays. 91% overall, over 94% on the road. Here comes TJ Signer down the left wing side. Flips it to the right wing. Ashes behind Frankie. Puck comes center point. Masella settles. Skates it left wall. Lays it left corner. Hudson rattles it around the wall to the right wing wall. It goes for Frankie. Back to the point. Calabrese sends it left wall. Masella drive, save, rebound. And Signer's drive hit a skate, never got through. And the Stingrays clear.
Golden opportunity. Good job by South Carolina to block that rebound from Signer. That looked good from up here.
It did. And a South Carolina skates.
15 seconds remaining in the period. Worcester will start third on a power play if they don't score here.
One last rush here. Almeida sent it towards, and then it goes to the corner. 4 seconds remain. Puck centered in front. Lankow couldn't find it with the glove. The Stingrays clear, and that will do it for period number 2.
Bookaboom and the Railers will try to solve the riddle here as they go to the locker room of what they have to do to get one past Parker Milner, one of the stingiest goalies in the league. He and his teammates right now up 3-0 heading into the third period, the second intermission.
Chris Lankow's heading over to the Zamponi Tunnel now. We'll join Tom Matthews down at ice level.
The captain, Lankow, with 31 points this season, 11 goals, 20 assists. We'll see what he has in store for Tuesdays. If he's going to try to break it out, get a couple meows in there. Folks at home can count along. All right, now let's send it down to Tom Matthews, who's standing by with Chris Lankow.
Kevin and Eric, right now joining me is Railers captain, veteran forward Chris Lankow. Chris, Railers closing out the 11-game homestand this weekend. Railers are currently on a 6-game point streak. How important is it that they close out the weekend with points in both games this weekend?
You know what, for sure. We need these points. We're 10 points behind in the division and stuff. We've got a real strong division, so every point's crucial, and we've been playing good at home. We just got to keep going and get going this game.
South Carolina, a good team, second in the Eastern Conference in points, first team defense and first a penalty kill. Did the Railers change anything up offensively for tonight's matchup?
You know what, we got to get pucks in the net and stuff. We knew they're a good team. We got to get a little more traffic, right, Meow? And that's about it.
Down 3 going into the third. How do you keep spirits high and regroup in the third?
You know, we got a lot of character. We showed it last game and stuff. We got a good group in there, and we got some energy. We had some chances this period. We just didn't capitalize, and that's what we got to do this period is get pucks on net and go from there.
All right, thanks for your time, Chris.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
All right, that is Railers captain, veteran forward Chris Lankow. Right now, we're going to take a look at a Tuesdays with Tom episode. It's Cooking with Woody. Forward Woody Hudson showed me how to cook his favorite custom Woody ramen bowl. So pay attention, keep close tabs, write down the recipe, cook it for yourself. Let's check it out. What is going on, guys? It's Tuesday. I'm Tom, and this is Tuesdays with Tom. Today, I am hanging with the best chef on the Worcester Railers hockey team. That is Woody Hudson. He's going to show me how to cook one of his favorite meals. I'm hungry, so let's chef it up. I'm here with rookie forward and all-star Woody Hudson, who rumor has it is the best chef on the team. Woody, that's a big statement. How long you been cooking?
Like 4 years. I worked in this restaurant in Rochester called Trotta as a food runner, so I learned a couple things from the sous chef there. So I love to do it.
And so do you cook every night, post-game, pre-game, or what do you do?
Yeah, I generally cook for every meal just because it's something to do, kill time, and I like to get better at it, and I like to have some ideas and try some stuff out. Sometimes it's terrible. Sometimes it pays off.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you usually just cook for yourself, or do you cook for other guys in the team?
Everybody in this department kind of cooks. Boomer has his.
Who are your roommates?
Brock, Bookaboom, Ben Masella, and Mitch Gillum.
It's a good crew.
Yeah. And so everybody pretty much likes to cook. That's why our fridge is usually pretty stacked.
What do we have going on right here?
I get hungry while I eat, so yeah, I get some oatmeal, honey, some butter, need to add some sugar. Just get sugar in there.
Do you ever? All right. So what are we gonna be cooking here tonight?
It's my custom. I like to call it my custom ramen. It's just.
All right. So Woody, what exactly are the ingredients in the custom Woody ramen dish?
Yep, I have 4 pieces of chicken breast, some sharp cheddar cheese, mushrooms.
Check.
Sweet peas, some cut leaf spinach, broccoli florets, eggs, a lovely beer can chicken rub that I got from Fairway Beef.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Some sea salt, regular pepper, and oregano. And I like to add honey to the dish just so I get a nice char on my veggies.
Sweetens it up a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, why don't we start chopping some stuff up and get this baby going?
For shizzle.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna assume I have never cooked ever in my life here, Woody. So we got frying pan here, we're boiling some water. What's going in here, what's going in there?
Everything's going in there, but everything, I mean, the chicken, the veggies, the mushrooms, yeah, everything. And then the spaghetti's gonna go in here, and then after I'm done cooking the spaghetti, I'll melt the Gouda cheese with that milk.
Okay, so that's the sauce. The sauce is gonna be Gouda cheese and what else?
Pepper, some oregano.
And so what do we throw in? What do we gotta get cooking first?
We'll get the veggies going first because it takes a little bit for them to cross over that. So,
alright, let's chop some veggies up.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna start cooking the veggies. Woody, do you usually measure out all your veggies beforehand, or how do you cook?
I just do it by how hungry I am. Veggies don't really fill me up, so.
Usually a lot then.
Yeah, I use, yeah.
Alright, so we're throwing in some broccoli. Yeah. Broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables. Some peas, sweet peas.
Gotta get the sweet peas.
Do you like split pea soup?
No.
No?
Like I said, I don't like veggies, but I can make them taste good. Like I said, I'm good at disguising veggies too.
Is this all your cooking gear? Is this your frying pan and everything?
No, this is provided for us actually. What we got here. Thank you to the boosters.
Shout out to the Worcester Railers Booster Club.
Making this all possible.
For sure. Alright, so what's the next step?
Pasta.
So who taught you how to cook?
I just kind of had to learn because, I mean, I was at prep school since I was 15, and
yeah.
You know, sometimes you just don't want to eat the school provided meals.
In the cafeteria.
The school cafeteria.
So do you throw your pasta up against the wall to know when it's ready?
No, I've actually no. That was like the first time I've heard of that. I've never even heard of that.
So you just slip out a noodle.
Yeah, I just slip out a little mid. See, just grab one of these guys. Snap, so it's definitely not ready. Oh, good go, curb.
Pasta is delicious.
Yeah.
Love pasta.
Yep.
All right, let's cut up the chicken. All right, so what are we doing here with the chicken? Are you gonna cut it into slices, chunks, or?
Yeah, it's little chunks. Yeah, just so it was just a little bit.
And so it's a little fatty. Do you keep the fat on? Or?
Yeah, I keep the fat on. I let it cook in the pot because I cook everything with it together. So super fatty chunks.
Have you ever cut yourself bad with a knife cutting chicken?
Yeah, like the first time, and I'm still terrible at it. Like the first time, like they asked me to cut bread at Trotta. I like literally took a chunk out of my nail.
Oh,
I
really?
wasn't like, I had like, because you're supposed to protect your fingers and like keep it away from the blade and all this stuff. But like, I mean, even right now, this is pretty dangerous cutting.
So you're gonna.
You wanna try?
Yeah, do it.
Try, Holmes. Don't cut yourself.
Wow, this is, I swear I've cut chicken before.
Hey.
How's that look?
Did you wash your hands? Ooh, bruh, it's like a...
Yeah,
Gordon
I washed my hands.
Ramsay
I
would
washed my
smack
hands.
you in the face and then call you a Nance. Breakfast, like I like to start my day with just...
Chicken's cut.
Hey.
All right, the mushrooms are chopped up. We're gonna add those and then the chicken.
Here we go.
Woo! So when you're cooking, do you taste as you go?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna start getting that going right now. Ish. Taste pasta.
But when you taste this, or you just kind of smell it?
Yeah, at this stage, definitely just smell.
How do you know which temperature to cook it on?
It just depends on how fast I want to do it and when I touch it, how it feels.
What we got on right now?
It's on 7.
7.
6.5.
6.5, all right.
Yeah. And then it's sort of on its side, so that the veggies aren't really getting roasted right now, just the chicken.
Just the chicken. Smart. Smart. All right, now Woody, that the pasta is done. What do we got going on over here?
Right now I'm working on the sauce for the pasta. Add a little vegetable oil, butter.
Does the sauce have a name, or is it just concoction of your own?
Concoction. Yeah, my special sauce. Homemade dressing. The dab of ranch. The dab of ranch.
What does the ranch do? Give it a little zesty?
A little zesty feel. Just a little preview.
So you really don't measure like anything.
I don't measure anything.
You're just like throwing stuff in.
Yeah, I know.
And with the spices too, you're just like.
I know what's too much. Like at the restaurant I did, everything was portioned. Like, and I worked at like this other place, like another restaurant before, so like I can tell what's extra.
All right, we're good to start mixing all the chicken and veggies together.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, just the sweet aroma of love in the kitchen. Always be safe in the kitchen. Handles in, 2 hands, not 1. Burn yourself.
Have you ever got burned real bad?
No. Yeah, I've burned.
Yes, you have.
I got all these scars on my elbow and forearm from the restaurant oven.
Really?
Yeah. Just not paying attention in the kitchen. It's reckless.
Yeah, you get
burned every time.
Real quick, yeah.
Real quick. Real quick.
It's like a.
So now
the
what
kitchen
we're gonna
is
do, since Tom is essentially just whacking everything out of the saucing pan, is we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning to it. Chicken. Mostly on the chicken. Aim for the chicken. A little bit of salt. What we gonna do here? A little bit of Spanish in the eggs.
Finesse. I noticed you've added a little finesse to your sellers lately.
Yeah, I figure it's about time to just stop standing out and looking dorky. My style is already terrible with the tape job and the tape on my socks and the laces around my ankles.
So it's all about the finesse with the selling now.
Yeah, I gotta figure something out.
You're doing something like this, you look like a dog paddling in water. Like. You're starting.
I'm starting. Alright, so it's pasta time. We're about to add the pasta. All the ingredients are pretty much taken care of.
Oh my god.
Magic. So I'm gonna pour the pasta in, and yeah, we're pretty much ready to wrap up here. So Tom, you want to set the table?
Yeah, let's do it. My stomach is growling.
Yee. It's in there like the swimwear. Just wait for the eggs.
So, Woody, is dinner ready yet?
It's ready when I say it's ready.
Am I walking into a Tuesdays with Tom here?
Yeah, but
Is there room for 3?
no, actually, just for me and Tom. You want to see what you're missing?
No. It's only 2, eh?
Sorry, sorry, buddy.
I'm ordering pizza.
Chicks are for kids.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Manners make it, man. had to put the pasta on the bottom just so it collects all the juices. Making Tom a little child's bowl because he couldn't handle the bowl of a man. You'll see that when we make my bowl, the man's bowl.
Do you get like a bigger bowl in here or something?
Yeah. Look at it. It's the size. There it is. There's the man's bowl. Layers. Alright. Then you put in the egg. Because that's supposed to just be like a little mystery trait. You know, a little secret between you and your meal. And the chicken and mushrooms and peas.
But yeah, any chance you could give me a little more chicken there?
No, you get survival of the fittest, Tom. If you were meant to get the more chicken, someone would have figured out a way. You would have figured out a way to get more chicken. It's not my problem. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Woody.
A nice, nutritious meal for you and your family to enjoy.
All right. Woody, thanks for showing me around the kitchen today, but I think it's time that we dive in.
Absolutely. Destroy.
Wow.
I'm District Attorney Joe Worley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Charter TV3 and UMass Memorial Healthcare have teamed up to bring you the latest news and trends in healthcare. Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare, brings you the healthcare topics that are important to you. From stroke prevention to allergies, skincare to sports injury prevention, and nutrition to pregnancy, Health Watch and UMass Memorial Healthcare informs you on the issues that affect you on a daily basis. Health Watch on Charter TV3. For extended interviews with UMass Memorial Healthcare experts, log on to our website.
And welcome back. The lone goal of the second period belonging to Frankie Simonelli. The one-timer blasted it upstairs and in. And the Stingrays with a 3-0 lead. And the shots on goal, Worcester, after a quiet first period, able to put 11 shots up on goal in that second period.
And what it doesn't show, Kev, was the number of meows that we saw during that
That's right. And
interview.
it was a good effort by both.
Yes.
By Lankow and by Tuesdays.
You missed the meows.
I know. And I was right here, like, waiting for him, watching them.
They were so good, you didn't even catch
No,
them.
they slid them right in there nicely.
Yeah.
Wow, it was a good run.
Yeah, Tuesdays
by
was
both
pretty
guys.
proud of himself
He was.
after that.
He was pumped. He was absolutely pumped. Coming up here, grinning ear to ear. Mitch Gillum in net for the third period, as he's been the starter throughout for Worcester.
I just tried the cough button. Did it work?
I think it did. Try it again. Yeah.
It worked?
I think so.
Wow.
I think it was picked up on my mic. It was picked up on my mic, but that's okay. It didn't come through yours, so I think he can say it worked.
All right, should I try both of the cough
Yeah,
buttons?
try
You
both
ready?
simultaneously.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. It worked. So we were doing a hoop game a couple weeks ago, and Kevin Wells is doing the game with me, but his mine was moved over, or it was his. It was right in front of me.
Yeah.
So I thought when I was coughing, I was taking him off the air. So he got silenced like 4 times. I was drinking something and coughing, boom, silence.
Well,
and I didn't realize it.
Then remember the last game, you had an epic sneeze.
Oh, right at the end of the game. And the best comment was, that was wet.
Saraceno off the dry. It wasn't dry.
That was not dry. That was a tough take right at the end.
Yeah. I'm wearing a raincoat tonight. Saraceno.
You have a sleeve, a shield on your arm.
On the power play, Kubiak wraparound try, Milner's save. Railers on the power play for 3 more seconds, trailing 3-0. South Carolina steals, and they clear. So Worcester 0 for 3 on the power play, trailing 3-0. And offside is Worcester.
And there is Simonelli, you saw for the Stingrays with one of their goals tonight. Kyle Mackenzie for the Worcester Railers. He's got 2 goals on the year.
Ooh, Oregon, I like that.
I do too. Nothing better than John Kiley on the organ at the old Boston Garden.
Yes, sitting up
and
in
you
the
could
corner.
see him. Yeah, you could walk right by him and see him playing.
He would sit next to the gallery gods.
Yep.
Right to left, Signer will clear the puck in. TJ out of UMass Amherst, Springfield, Massachusetts. Signer out there with DeChera and Woody Hudson, the cook, the chef. Woody back to the point. Mackenzie's drive was blocked.
That was Federico.
Danny Federico.
Federico out of Acton.
Just rolls off the tongue. Former junior Bruin from Quinnipiac. As the puck hops over the stick of Frankie Simonelli, the former Providence Bruin, who made it 3-0 early in the second period. Simonelli's got a goal and an assist. McGauley's got 2 helpers. And Milner's got 16 saves. Milner came in with 1 shutout and a 14-4-2 record.
There's another bid.
Puck in towards Gillum. He shuffles it away as Doherty pushed the puck to the corner after the fact. Tommy Kelly down the left wing side. His shot, and it kind of saucered its way in on edge and stopped there by Milner on top of his crease. Good puck management tonight by Milner.
Yeah, and South Carolina too does a nice job of blocking shots. Very difficult to get shots through to Parker Milner unless they're like that from the blue line, you know, 40, 50 feet out. And even then, they usually give Milner a pretty good lane to see.
Yeah. Oh, obviously, you know, they get great goaltending, but defensively, they're pretty smart.
Yeah.
The goaltender can see the shot, Kev. You know, 90-something times out of 100, at least anyway, they make the save.
Yeah.
Lankow back to the point. Hamnick's drive deflected wide in front by Almeida and then picked up by Milner at the side of the net. Lively boards here at the DCU Center as always.
They cause a lot of scoring chances, the boards here. That was a great bid and nice deflection from Almeida. Milner right there. Just 40 minutes down the road from where he went to college. Led Boston College to 2 national championships.
He and Barry Almeida. Railers have quite a few national champions on their squad.
And that's, you know, one of the things you're looking for in addition to what kind of guys they are, the character they have. But you want guys that win and have won and know what it takes and know what it feels like.
It's nice to have winners.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's no small feat winning a national championship in any sport.
No.
At any level.
No way.
Icing here against the Railers.
No, you win a national championship, a college national championship. That is very difficult. To win 2 in your college career and to be MVP of one of them.
Well, just to even play a collegiate sport
That's a good point, too.
Itself,
no, you're right.
You know, quite an accomplishment. Forget, you know, playing for the best team in the country.
You're right. And starting and starring for the best team in the country.
No kidding.
At a school that everyone wants to go to. There's a 4th goal.
Simonelli off the face-off win. The shot came from the left points. And that might be all she wrote. 4-0 South Carolina.
Yep, there you go. Simonelli getting his 2nd goal of the night on the one-timer. Little traffic in front. Morganari skating by, obscuring the vision.
Well, that one stung. And right meow, the Railers may be looking forward to tomorrow night, Kev.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Tough one tonight. Well, Meow, a chance to send a message, certainly.
Yeah.
That even though you only play this team once, that you're not going to go lightly into the night.
Well, you say that, the most penalized game of this season in the ECHL was the Railers and the Eagles in their only meeting of the season back in late October.
Boy, that was at Colorado, too.
Yeah.
I believe I was listening to that one on the radio and then kind of following you with that one.
Yeah, it was probably, might have been the wildest brawl that I've called in 15 years. It was fun. There was 5 or 6 sucker punches alone in that line brawl.
And you've called a lot of them. You called the one
yeah.
where it was the Sharks and Portland was one of the great ones.
Yeah. Well, it definitely had the most sucker punches.
Right.
Which, if you get one sucker punch in a line brawl, it's a lot.
It's tough. It's tough.
This
if
one
you
had
get
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
You're taking it to the street there.
Yeah.
As Carlos Garcia would say, the longtime boxing coach at the Boys and Girls Club in Worcester, take it to the street.
Yeah, there are a few players in that fight that finished 3rd in that fight. There's some nastiness in Colorado. But if you're going to lose, you might as well go down swinging.
Yep. And as Ray Gallant, one of the great active Oxbow football coaches, once said, if you think something's going to happen, you make it happen, because it's tough to recover from the first punch.
Yes. Gillum a save after a drive down the left side by Nick Roberto from Wakefield, Mass. Yeah, Simonelli gets his second, his 9th of the season. The Railers trailing 4-0 on this Friday night. Well, the Railers, Kev, if you remember, started the homestand 0 for 3 on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, you know what I do?
Came out with no
You're
points.
right. You're right. I do remember that. And it was like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
And then they just stormed back. 6 straight games with points.
And a puck got a play behind Gillum, set with 15:02 remaining. And
you'd like to get tomorrow night's game. You'd like to finish on a high note. You know, get 2 points tomorrow night, and that's a good, real good homestand. Like you said, you've had some great crowds here during the homestand. Tickets still available for tomorrow night's game, Pink in the Rink night. The Railers and the Brampton Beasts.
Brampton at home tonight against Kalamazoo. They get an 8-hour plus bus trip tonight.
Hopefully you can get them. Get them when they're a little tired, a little weary.
Shot down the right side, stopped there by Gillum. 14:50 remaining in the 3rd period. Not the Railers' nights on this Friday.
With Langkow, he snuck a couple meows in there.
Yep, down the right wing side, and he did it very cool.
Yeah. Tuesdays almost lost it.
He did.
It was a test for Tuesdays, his composure.
Well, the camera didn't fully stay on Tuesdays after the first meow, and he he was like a kid that just saw Santa Claus for the first time.
Yep.
He was shocked. Hamonic, right corner, Hudson, Woody, a low angle shot, went off the side of the net. Wide of Milner's cage. 6 minutes gone here in the 3rd period. 4-0. South Carolina Stingrays, who made it to the Kelly Cup final last year. Wraparound try. Score! Jeff Kubiak.
Yeah, Kubiak and Hudson both in front. Kubiak banging it home.
So Kubiak now has a 5-game point streak. His 8th goal of the season. Woody, the chef, will pick up his 5th assist and 20th point.
Here's Tommy Kelly with the wraparound, and Kelly stays with it. And then Kubiak bangs it home. Look at Tommy Kelly, the wraparound here, but he stays jamming with it and gets that second hit from Kelly, able to get it over to Kubiak.
Yep.
Good determination from Kelly. That's a grinding goal.
Well, I mentioned the Sound Tigers on Wednesday were down 4-0 in the 3rd.
It's true.
Could Lightning strike twice for the New York Islanders affiliates within a 48-hour spell? Well, you know, stranger things have happened. back-to-back nights in the ECHL. They had games without a single penalty call, the 9th and 10th time in 30 years in the history of the league.
It's crazy to think that.
So why not? Back-to-back 4-0 deficit comebacks. Puck out of play. We will take a timeout. The Railers get on the board. Kubiak scores. Railers are down by 3 on Charter TV3.
I'm District Attorney Joe Worley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Charter TV3 and UMass Memorial Healthcare have teamed up to bring you the latest news and trends in healthcare. Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare, brings you the healthcare topics that are important to you. From stroke prevention to allergies, skincare to sports injury prevention, and nutrition to pregnancy, Health Watch and UMass Memorial Healthcare informs you on the issues that affect you on a daily basis. Health Watch on Charter TV3. For extended interviews with UMass Memorial Healthcare experts, log on to our website.
Welcome back, everyone. Jamie Russell and the Worcester Railers looking for a big, big comeback as they trail it 4-1, but got one to get on the board here. And the face-off coming to the right of Parker Milner. Langkow will take for Worcester.
I saw the Worcester Sharks come back from 5-goal deficits twice. Once against Binghamton, the other against the Norfolk Admirals.
South Carolina keeping it in the zone. Wilson stick.
So they give the assist to Kelly and Doherty. So 2 Massachusetts natives assists on Jeff Kubiak's goal. Kubes now with a 5-game point streak. That was his 8th goal.
Hey, maybe maybe you play a little loose. You know, you're down 4-0. You got nothing to lose. Play a little loose.
Why
Just
not?
keep throwing pucks.
Keep it open.
Take a few chances a little bit, especially you defensemen.
You know, it doesn't matter if you lose 4-1 or 9-1.
You're right. I like the enthusiasm. There's a group down by the ice over there. They got the Railers Hockey Club scarfs going, and they got some chants, some cheering. I love the enthusiasm here tonight.
Yeah, you know, the Friday night crowds, Kev, might be the $4 beers, tend to be a little more rowdier than most.
Whatever works, you know.
Kicks the weekend off right.
Yep.
You know, Friday nights has been a younger crowd this year. Saturday, big crowds. Sundays, family oriented.
Yep.
I'd be more of a Friday night guy.
You would be. A Thursday and a Friday night guy.
Although I used to enjoy going to the Wednesday night games in Lowell. Be one of a couple hundred people. Right side, Masella shot and a save by Milner. Boy, that would have been a big goal
yes,
there.
That would have been huge. That would have made it very interesting.
Yes. Would have put South Carolina maybe on their heels a little bit, saying, oh boy, get a game now. Shot saved there by Gillum. And try by Camerata. He was gunning for his second, the rookie of the University of Minnesota. As we had a whistle and an icing call here against the Railers with 11:17 to go in the third.
Coming up tonight at 10, Worcester's only local newscast. 10 p.m. tonight. We'll get you caught up on all of the day's stories, the big stories from Worcester and Central Massachusetts, as well as the local sports with Professor Lacombe.
Is he manning the desk tonight?
He's manning the best desk tonight, putting down the vape.
Yep. Earrings off too.
Earrings off. The mood ring gets put in the drawer.
Yeah, the lava lamps that he has in his office probably have to be turned off.
Yep. Grateful Dead tour T-shirts.
Yep. Although he can have that underneath his button-up shirt.
What a long, strange trip it's been.
Yes.
I believe that was his senior quote.
Yep. Most likely to be found at a Fish concert at the age of 40 was his yearbook superlative.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
Shoeless.
He's got Burlington, Vermont written all over him.
Shoeless eating Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Yep. Peanut butter sandwiches. That is outstanding.
10-27. We go in the third. Oh, boy.
That is great stuff.
Perhaps I can picture it.
Just finger painting in the parking lot. Oh, it's good stuff.
So many pretty colors.
Yep. We're all just one happy family.
Yep. Sitting Indian style behind the DCU Center in the parking lot in between shows. .10:22 to go in the third period. Eric Lindquist alongside Kevin Shea. The Railers are trailing 4-1. And here's a rush. Lankow has a break down the right side. Lankow got hammered down as he tried to play it back. Almeida wanted a penalty. There was one. Nice play defensively there by Tommy Hughes. South Carolina back the other way, but they're offside.
It's a good call. He turned into it. It was good hustle, too, from South Carolina to get back.
Yep. Well,
on that one.
They're number one defensively for a reason.
Yep. No, you're right. Tim McGauley, number 18 for South Carolina. Balanced player, 28 points, 10 goals. Here's the hit. Yeah, if you turn into it, you turn into it. You can't.
Yeah, McGauley under a Washington contract, second-year pro, had 42 goals with Brandon in the Western Hockey League. Down the left wing side, a shot by Perrier from Bowling Green State.
The Wheat Kings, right? Is that the Brandon Wheat Kings
it is.
In the Western Hockey League? 9:59 to play, halfway through the third period. Railers are on the board. They trail it by 3.
I'm District Attorney Joe Worley, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
You can't get Worcester weather from a Boston TV station. The sun could be shining in downtown Boston, but the weather could be very different here in Worcester. People tell me all the time how much they count on our weather forecast, and we know how important that is to our Worcester News Tonight viewers. Each weekday, we'll give you your weather, your 10-day forecast for right here in Worcester, only on Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester's only local forecast, weeknights on Worcester News Tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. Mitch Gillum getting back in the cage for the Worcester Railers. They trail it 4-1.
A lot of action on the kiss cam.
Yeah, I know.
Timeout.
It's the best when they embarrass the people. They put two people on and they're like either they're friends or it's a first date or whatever it is, but they're embarrassed and they kind of both each go lean the opposite way.
Railers trail by 3. Can they get another one? They trailed 4-0. That was before Kubiak extended his point streak to 5 games.
Great action off those backboards. They could use that to their advantage, too.
Yeah.
Especially with the team the first time in here in the building.
Woody Hudson maneuvers. Woody wraparound try. Milner to the save, and he covers up that far post. Railers don't give up.
Nope.
Problem is, Kev, I'd like to see the energy right from the get-go.
Right. You want to see it from the first shift.
Yes.
And that's where, you know, a fight, a big hit, right off the bat gets everyone engaged.
Do we have a single fight on the broadcast this year?
No, it's Lady Bing. These broadcasts are brought to you by Lady Bing. We haven't.
Who are we blaming?
I don't know.
Evan?
Yeah, Evan likes he likes a free-flowing European-style game. We're going to have to blame Ev.
I think he's wearing a soccer jersey underneath that
That's
sweatshirt.
true. And Grady's like that too. Sean is our producer-director, doesn't like the physical game. He was not a fan of the Broad Street Bullies or the Big Bad Bruins. He likes those. Yeah, he likes those all Scandinavian matchups, Sweden and Finland, where it's, you know, public skate. Just show off your skill.
Just a lot of hair flow.
Exactly right.
Speaking of hair flow, Brian Bowen got crunched. And we have a penalty upcoming here to South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I thought they were calling it on Bowen.
No, interference. All right, so this is the game right here.
Yep.
If the Railers are going to come back in, they're going to have to score here on the power play.
Nick Roberto out of Wakefield, and BU whistled for the infraction.
That was a late hit.
Bowen delivered a good hit. I like what he did. And then he says, get out of here.
Yeah.
Take a seat. Think about what you did for a couple minutes. Go to the box and feel much shame.
I wonder if we see Gilly get pulled at some point during this power play.
It's not a bad.
It's a non-divisional game, right?
Yep, you're right. You're right. Down 3, what the heck?
Face-off won by South Carolina. And they clear.
And now Worcester will wind it up with Saraceno. Langkow, and broken up. Stingrays send it down the ice.
Yep, top-ranked penalty kill in the league. Railers came in with some warmness on their power play, 9 for their last 30, but tonight they're 0 for 3. Milner out of his net, plays it to the far side wall. Marganeri will clear.
Saraceno back for Worcester with Kubiak and Masella. Masella now. Cross ice to Kubiak. Kubiak gains the zone. Carries in deep. Kubiak battling along the wall for it. Langkow now steps in to help out. Almeida waiting for the loose puck to come his way. Still jamming.
Stays in net, just in case you're wondering. Jamie likes to pull the goaltender.
I love his aggressive nature.
Yep. Roy Sommer liked to pull the goalie too early.
You're right. And South Carolina wins the battle on the wall, and they'll softly send it down the ice. 40 seconds remaining on the Worcester power play. Here's Masella.
Left side is Signer. TJ will clear it in. Teixeira, Hudson, Signer, Masella, and Bowen. 4 forwards on the ice, 23 remaining on the power play that has not had a good look in on Milner, just as of, Bowen has. His shot is deflected out of play. Boy, South Carolina had 2 players diving up by 3.
You know what? You got to love to see that. Absolutely love it. Magali and Leach, the 2 players from South Carolina, both diving in front of that shot. Here's another look at it. Bowen getting ready to let it loose, and 2 guys diving there. That's great sacrifice right there. 6:59 to play in the game, 16 seconds remaining on the power play. Signer takes the draw for Worcester. He's got Teixeira and Kubiak on the wings. Calabrese and Masella.
Face off, one back to Calabrese. He'll skate it to the center point. Now left side is Signer. Calabrese to TJ. Signer in, fakes a shot, spins, looks, 4 remaining on the power play. Signer pushes it to the corner. Power play is over. Worcester 0 for 4 and heads up. Here's a break for Roberto. In alone, backhand shot, and a split save there by Gillum. And Gilly will make a save on the rebound as well on 6:32 to go with a third.
Big saves from Gillum. First the breakaway, and Gillum just coming out, stays with Roberto. Great right pad save. South Carolina, the rebound right on top of Gillum. Mitch with the save, hangs on. There's a great look at that breakaway. Roberto pulling it to the backhand, and Gillum just gets the toe on it. Great job by Mitch Gillum to extend the pad in the right leg, getting it hugging on the post.
Can you do a split, Kev?
No, not even close. Little Riley Shea can, though.
Really?
Yeah, Riley can do a full split.
Well, get him some goaltender pads.
I know.
As Milner will catch a bouncing puck headed his way. Pink in the rink tomorrow night. Final game of the 11-game homestands.
Kids are enthusiastic tonight up on the Jumbotron. We're looking at Parker Milner, the goalie for for South Carolina, coming in with a 2.2 goals against average and a .920 save percentage. Looking to add to those numbers here tonight, as the Stingrays have outshot Worcester 27-22. 6:15 to play in the game. Railers trail it 3-1. Connor Doherty goes back. Icing is the call. And the face-off will come back into the South Carolina zone. Connor Doherty, the local product from Holden, Massachusetts. Stay-at-home defenseman. He's a defense-first guy. He's a physical player for him. And here comes Saraceno. Lankow out there now as well, but here comes South Carolina as they clear the zone, and Stingrays will be happy just to kind of chip it in behind the Worcester defense. Mackenzie back for the Railers. South Carolina will just try to keep it out of their zone. Nothing fancy. Simonelli goes for it. Just keep sending it deep into the Worcester zone. Mackenzie gets it around the wall quickly and able to chip it out. Lankow gives chase, and just broken up at center ice as Saraceno tried to get a hold of it. Back down the other way. Gillum gets a waffle on that and steers it to the side.
4-1. And a puck out of play, and we'll take one last time out, Mr. Shea. 5:18 to go in the third period. Stingrays 4, Railers 1 on Charter TV3.
What's up? I'm Tom, and this is Two Things with Tom. Thing number 1, Worcester Railers hockey is family fun. Bring the family and have a blast at the DCU Center in Worcester. Thing number 2, Worcester Railers hockey is wicked affordable. Railers tickets start at just $15. Enjoy a great night out with your family or friends. Hockey is back. Hockey is back in Worcester. Give us a call, go to RailersHC.com and come see us at the rink.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early, and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here is our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and their communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Welcome back, everyone, to the DCU Center. Stingrays in front of the Railers 4-1. This is the 10th game of the 11-game homestand. Worcester back home tomorrow night for the final game of the 11-game homestand, Pink the Rink night. Come on out and see the Railers play. They'll go on the road for a little bit after this.
As much as I'm looking forward to the game on Saturday, Kev, I am really looking forward to a couch day on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sure. Just being able to take a breath.
Yes. Gillum a stop.
Well, it's a grind, and how, you being a mentor to Tuesdays, to Tom Matthews, how have you been able to help him through this season? Because it is a grind for you guys.
Let's just say
especially the pace you keep up.
Let's just say he's looking forward to a day away from Mr. Lindquist.
I'm sure he is. I'm wondering if he's begged out of the road, not this road trip because you're going to Orlando.
Although we are roommates on the road, so we're going to do 5 days in close quarters in Orlando.
He's held up remarkably well for a rookie.
Well,
though.
You should talk to him. You should talk to him post game.
I'm sure he's feeling it.
Yeah. I told him I'd take him to Disney World if he wanted to go. He's never been, and it's supposed to be 84 degrees on.
See, that's awesome.
Wednesday, so I think we might just pull it.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Corona and pool.
And what you need to do is a robe. You need a robe by the poolside.
Oh, definitely.
A robe, maybe these old school Brian Bosworth shades.
Yeah, okay. We are staying at a Hilton in downtown Orlando.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm racking up the Hilton points.
Good. Now, do you take the points for everyone? You put everyone's on your card.
What do you think?
And then you know.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Nope. You know what you're doing.
Puck out of play.
Put it all right here.
Yeah.
I'm in charge.
That's right.
That's the way to do it. The assistant coach, Ryan Warsofsky's the head coach for the Stingrays, the youngest head coach in the league. Steve Bergen's the assistant coach. He's from Groton, Massachusetts. Played at UConn and went to Lawrence Academy. Played there too.
Yeah, he went to boarding school with TJ Seiner and was a junior Flame. Played at Marlborough with Barry Almeida for 2 years.
Behind the bench, that's a young coaching staff.
Yeah.
Warsofsky played at Sacred Heart and Curry.
They made it to the Kelly Cup final last year. The duo did as a first-year tandem in the ECHL. Lankow on the left wing side. Got it over to Almeida. His centering feed was blocked. Railers trail by 3 with under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Mackenzie, big Eagles fan, hands off to Lankow, who will send the puck in deep. Puck came out through center for Calabrese, playing in his first game for the Railers. Turcotte will finish his check still. He only knows one way.
Right.
And that is to play hard each and every shift.
2:15 to play in this game. 3-goal advantage for South Carolina. They just want to keep it out of their zone right now.
Yep.
Quick passes, make that initial pass a good one. That's one thing they do very well too. I remember Roy Sommer used to talk about that all the time. The first pass out of our zone has to be a good pass. It has to be a good decision and a good pass. Yeah, and they do that very well.
And if you don't have a good pass, off the glass and out.
Yep.
Minute 45 remaining. Connor Doherty. These are Turcotte. Turcotte can't get it deep. Roberto cuts in his shot, blocked away there by Gillum. Shots 29-22, Stingrays. 28-22, Stingrays.
1:20 to play. South Carolina
heading to Manchester tomorrow for games Saturday and Sunday against the Monarchs. Worcester will root for the Stingrays on those 2 occasions. Yep. The Beast will return to the DCU Center tomorrow night, and we have a delayed penalty upcoming here to Worcester.
And it'll be good Portland coming into the league next year.
Yep.
You know, that'll be good too, just to get those rivalries back. You know, through the years, the Worcester-Manchester rivalry has been a great rivalry. The Worcester-Portland rivalry has been a great rivalry. It's good to see some more teams coming into New England, and I certainly wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or 2 more enter the New England landscape too, you know?
Albany's dormant right now.
Yep.
You know, Glens Falls used to be
oh, that's right,
AHL city.
No, you got the opportunity. Certainly it's a hotbed of hockey
Norfolk.
In the Northeast. I mean, it's a perfect, you know, for the Islanders organization, it's perfect.
Yep.
You have a straight line where you're between your NHL, AHL, and East Coast League. You know, it's really good for them.
34 seconds remaining.
Well, St. John's, how about that?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not sure if that's going to happen next year.
Okay, might be a year or 2 off.
Yeah, I've been reading some articles in St. John's local. It does not look that positive for next year.
That's a shame for
yes.
you.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that's a
good
hit.
Hit along the far wall on Whitney. We have 7 seconds to go. The Stingrays will pick up their 960th win in franchise history. The Railers' 6-game point streak has come to an end. A 4-1 Stingrays victory.
Well, they're a good team, and they showed it, and they showed why tonight. Great sound defensively, very talented offensively. It all comes together for South Carolina tonight with a 4-1 victory. Our next broadcast is going to come your way on Tuesday night, high school boys basketball. St. Peter Marion at Quabbin. We will tip it off at 7 p.m. For our producer-director, Sean Grady, Tom Matthews, Eric Lindquist, and our entire Charter TV3 crew, I'm Kevin Shea. Thanks for watching, everyone. So long from the DCU Center.